best two people there alongside the flashes. Now they've been pushed back.
What?
Okay,
Meteor. Neural Depth now online. Takeout goes rushing forward, Forsaken swinging out, spraying, does get quite a bit of connection there.
Doesn't have help.
But now, yeah, is getting flushed out. Quick turn on the flash, the Neural Depth going to be invested. Waiting to see if they can try to take him down. Karen able to find it in the end. Drops down off the top of Hookah on yet. So finding one, smoke dissipating. Karen just re-steadying the aim there. As Blast Pack sent forward. Volley out from something, will be able to find the elimination, but now it's all on Monyan. He takes Meteor so low. Now the heals come in.
You have to save. You don't have anything to work with, and you're already going to be down 3-0. And not the start that Paper X was looking for on their pick of Bind. Haven't shown it this year. They've been known to be the leaders of the Yoru compositions on Bind. Really brought it forth for the entire world to see last year.
Just going to say tucked right alongside this trap wire. Doesn't want to give them any inkling in case they come for the hunt.
The crazy part is they know, right? Because of the double trap wire set up, but they're not going to risk anything further either. They want to snowball the lead as much as possible. And just being wary just in case. Maybe he had another blast pack left over. Did used to, I believe, onto that site, but not taking any chances for Gen G.
Yeah, and that's a big one because, I mean, Lakia went into that with just the Ghost in hand. Carries over one of those rifles, so it's only one weapon lost for the side of Gen G.
I mean, Meteor already has 5,000 creds banked up here.
It just hasn't died.
Yeah. Activated that first Neural Theft already.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, just going through the comms as well. It seems like that's what they talked about during this break, just saying, don't get overly excited. Let's just win and then celebrate. And they're only 10 rounds away.
Oh, Monyan looking to up the pace, trying to catch somebody off guard there with that carryover rifle. Successfully backed away, though, is Gen G. Now turning their sights once more over towards the B side. Trailblazer rushing forward, not catching a glimpse of Divide before he makes his way back over in towards Elbow. The walk down, the drop into the smoke and texture. He's taking him out. Spray as well, softening up Monyan. Paint shell does come through. We'll interrupt the plant for now. Shift it around now within the tube.
Spike planted.
Thrash.
Okay, the check. And Meteor not getting caught by it. Swings around. Will finally be felled, but not before finding Mind Freak. Scoreline continuing to build up for him. Forsaken trying to find something with the Sheriff in hand. Can't make it happen. It's now once again on to Monyan. But given that he was the one that saved, doesn't have the money built up, he's going to have to be the one that saves again.
So far, obviously, 2 rounds with some iffy purchases on the side of Paper X, but what we're really seeing here is Gen G aware that that's going to be the setup that you often find with these Yoru defaults. It's a Yoru on B, trying to gate crash out somewhere else, maybe ready to take the TP just to throw a bit of a curveball, but oftentimes you're going to need some other support. So the Fade is there with him. They try to pressure it. They try to push it back into the site as fast as possible. Worst case comes if the TP comes through. Meteor's ready for it. He's watching for that teleport, for that showers control, so he's not giving it up for free. It's a strong default from Gen G, and quite frankly, one that Paper X, as a defending team, has to figure out the answer to.
Yeah, Meteor's so clean so far here in this map. The movement there, dodging out on the Thrash into the Cyber Cage, being able to trade one before getting taken down. Dangerous signs for Paper X, which is why we see the timeout again being forced out very early on.
Yeah, and you're not even on the attacking side right now, so you can't even just say we're going to rush one site anymore. That's not going to work.
You could rush out of one site.
You could rush out of one site, and we have seen that before for Paper X, and sometimes that's what catches them off guard, but I just feel like this map right now, Gen G is ready for it, and the thing is obviously Gen G showed one iteration of their bind yesterday against DRX, who also was running a Euro composition. So Paper X, they, not much time, but they had some data to go off of. And this time Gen G is just saying, let's try to get a read on Paper X first. So let them make the first move. They're going to be antsy for it, and they would have identified that absolutely correctly.
We'll see what the call is going to be here. After Alex's intervention, Operator does come through. Being put into the hands of something now, which I don't have the updated stats right now, but coming into this map, even being down in the series and having Gen G be at match point, Something's impact has been impeccable.
Yes.
Tied for top fragging alongside Charon, both of them dropping 50 kills so far in the series. They're 16 and 5 in first kills, first deaths.
Jeez.
the start of the value here. Something that's been amazing, but Forsaken now trying to get it first kill of his own. Does so, but now something pushing forward, trying to take that deep hard angle outside of B. Just gets punished.
Yeah, and he just thinks because of the hard push that they're going to be holding further back away from Fountain, but Meteor's just up close.
Tell him, Hank, this is how it feels. To be scoped in and instantly don't. Mindfreak, however,
Spike down B.
instantly finding 3. Texture answering 1 back. Monyet will be able to finish him off.
So
Fantastically done
one
by
first round
Mindfreak. Hoping to bail him out.
out of 5.
Yet another round loss keeps them alive, gets them on the board.
It's great to see Mindfreak performing as he has been the entire kickoff, because he's had some ups and downs throughout his career, obviously very storied alongside the rest of the PaperX squad. But when he's at his peak, he's so clean with it. And just the comparisons and the stories we're getting just from this finals alone, right? The controllers, Mindfreak and Charon, you mentioned it. Obviously, there's the fragging potential between Something and Charon. The duelists, of course, Texture, really trying to continue to be the top of the pack.
Okay.
Oh my!
Like ships passing in the night, but there's no reinforcement here from Monyet. Orbital Strike just cutting off that access. So he gets isolated and taken down. Move out into the corner. Forsaken makes his way into the dimensional drift. Let's see what he opts for here. As, okay, flash out, showstopper sent towards heaven. Mask comes off, that's the fake out. Texture, falling for it, but eventually just gets flushed out into the open. The kill comes in. Devi as well, finding one. Forsaken with a nice tap, takes out Meteor. Once again, Lockheed now the last one standing. Spot on the one. Mindfreak heading across towards Showers.
They should know that he's trapped somewhere at Lamps. He saw a little bit more info coming out from that Prowler as well.
Not going for the teleport.
Yeah,
Mindfreak going to be creeping all the way around over towards short.
PaperX is playing this safe, and I don't mind that, but that could be what gives Gen G this opportunity. They have all the time to explore the entire site and figure out a different exit.
All that time for Mindfreak to just go on a walkabout. Himself rotated around. Hearing the jump peeking, Dizzy going out, Munchkin with a click clear. Let's be worried about potential wallbang coming through. Reads this very nicely, but Mindfreak nails the shot. PaperX picking up 2 in a row.
Well, if it's not going to be your crazy duelists that are putting the round wins on the board, someone's got to do it, and Mindfreak's here to answer the call. Barely bringing them back into this. Forsaken committing to that spray was good, and also the dimensional drift just to make sure they can't commit the plant. Then the orbital strike, then the flash as well to try to trap some of them with that blinded vision within that Brimstone ultimate. I like the entire sequence of it, and it eventually leads to that round win that PaperX oh so desperately needed. Op still, of course, in the hands of Something as well.
Locked out. Lockheed actually does swing. Getting marked by in there. Aaron just holding back to see if there's going to be another aggro push out from Something with his op.
But that does seem to be the adjustment that they've made since that timeout. Not pushing entirely out, not full W gaming, but they will force the hand a little bit. Make sure that these default setups for Gen G can't stay the way they are. Getting the read that Gen G's playing this offense like a defense. The classic Forsaken Yoru.
Blown out, jump peek.
You can use their content for.
Well, PaperX still trying to really get a read on what Gen G's movement's going to look like. This does send Forsaken back over towards this A site, so 3-man stack there, but the operator still posted up from Something. They have to be ready for this. There's the dog to lead the way, and Texture off the back of it. Yeah, he does get shot through it. Manages to stay alive and lock it.
I know exactly.
Throw those heals out. Now another neural depth. Second one for Meteor so far here in the game. Coming down.
30 seconds
It's going to be a little bit of a bait and switch attempt here with the teleporters, but yet still hovering nearby. Shot sent on that entry. Tucks back in towards Lamps.
Monyet now stuck in Lamps. No one there to back him up just yet.
Shot fly. It's actually Monyet finding a kill. Count going to be taken down.
No, it's 4v3.
Quick on that reply as Meteor just dancing around inside of the cyber cage, and as the kills come in, the cleanup will be there. 4 members still standing. Gen G answering back with a fifth round win.
That's a really well read round. Quick adjustments to PaperX. As soon as PaperX starts to pressure the initial default just a bit, Gen G just cuts all audio, doesn't invest more util, creeps up to the starting line, which this time is a little bit further behind, but it's going to be that entry point into B-Long. They want to suss out this operator, they get it correctly. That's what you get when you're not using something like the just have no escape. Munch
नहीं देगा
following
कॉपीराइट
those
क्योंकि
Seekers, leading him to victory.
ये खुद अलाउ करता है दूसरे का लाइव स्ट्रीम जो है आप ये कर सकते हो
Wide peek from Texture.
मतलब ये
Swung out
टूर्नामेंट का
by hearing a decent amount of noise. Wisely decides to creep back. Just has a stinger, so at range, not going to be doing him too many favors. But Forsaken, what a shot!
Right above the Trailblazer.
Yeah, finding Texture's head, taking him down, eats a bit of damage here.
टूर्नामेंट चल रहा है
Trying to find the shot. Lockyer will be able to get something.
बैलो का
As Forsaken, trying to come up with the goods, can't do it. But Mind Freak continues to help deliver alongside Montiet with a showstopper delivery.
पेपर एक्स का बैंड बजा हुआ था अब जाके दो लगातार तो जीता उसके फिर एक हारा फिर एक जीता
Forsaken and Divide. Divide, of course, just backing out, holding the cross from elbow. But it's Forsaken who not only gets the first shot, but sends that fake gate crash early on. It keeps him tied up, buys all the time for the backup to come in the form of a showstopper.
Great re-entry from Montiet.
Yeah.
हाँ
Finally getting a little bit of that shining moment as that raise. He's really turned into a couple islands here by Paper X. He's finding his footing, and it's a push out from Paper X.
Mosh pit over the top, right off the rim here. As Forsaken goes rushing forward, managing to find one, but the trade back. It's even better for Gen G, finding 2 kills. Trailblazer cleared out the volley to try to slow, but Meteor looking forward into showers. As soon as Mind Freak realizes it, he's already dead. One player's alive. Here for Gen G. Prowler scouting one. It's Montiet.
क्या हो गया
Forward the boot bobble. Kill off Texture. Meteor finding 3 to get just 2 charges away from yet another neural theft as Gen G.
अबे कितने जल्दी हार गए अच्छा नहीं
Now, again, looking at the competition, as crazy as single controller does sound for either side of Bind, you gotta imagine that all the projectiles they can throw on and execute benefits Paper X a little bit more for the attacking side. But all things considered, it does feel like Paper X is just not used to losing out on these trades. You know, they push out, they lose 2 people to 1. You've already invested a molly, you have to use the second one just to buy time, but after that, you have nothing to delay. Gen G does not respect it. They just push through from both showers and A short.
I must wait a moment.
Quick clear on the cam. Dart not found, but looks like Gen G not looking to waste any time. Teleporter going to be instantly taken here. So Meteor will be watching the back line. TP actually back over towards the defender spawn. Top flash going to be sent out, but Texture turned just enough to be able to regain his vision. He shuts it down. Buying something again. Pushing forward, but ultimately may have to just call for the save.
You know what's crazy is Texture anti-flashes away from that by looking down because it's the Euroflash bounced up on the pop flash and then flicks right back up.
You could have just stopped the sentence after saying Texture.
Yes, he is crazy. You are correct. Sometimes a little long-winded on my commentary. Oh, just impressive, this guy. Again, I can't help but emphasize the point that tournament of his life. And he's always been great.
Locky on the hunt attempt will be staved off. Actually, just making sure there's no attempts at some ninja diffusery going on here. Make his way back out to safety here. Damn near flawless round for Gen G. Now 7
give their
on this attack
guns
side.
and money.
And I agree with you in regards to Paper X's comp, likely having just, better legs under them going onto the attack, but eventually you do hit a point where it feels like it's the point of no return.
Yeah, and I think that's right here, right now. A little bit left to the ground and flicks right back up. Not surprised about this timeout. You want to get these last 2 rounds. And obviously, I mean, the 7-5 scoreline, is the halfway point as close as you can get without being a 50-50. But really, more than that, as you mentioned, you need something to hold your hope on. And it can't just be, we absolutely have to win the pistol. You need a little bit more than that, especially with a risky composition like this. Just a 1 brimstone.
20 more seconds. जिसको भी नहीं पता उसके लिए ये पेपर एक्स का पैसिफिक वैलोरेंट का ही चल रहा है टूर्नामेंट.
I mean, that gets
चलिए.
I'd say those are pretty decent odds for them. They need to be able to get these last 2. Showstopper pit available on the side of Gen G. Yet another dimensional drift here for Forsaken.
See what value it brings. I feel like, sure, you get some tricky kills now and then already in this match. He's done it before on Split, but outside of the kills themselves, hasn't been that easy to find amazing value for space, as Gen G's been fairly prepared for it.
Gate crash back over.
Thrash is ready.
Forsaken joining in. Now they hear that Trailblazer coming, and that's going to be the rotation as well. Mindfreak looks to make his way over to the side. Texture just disrespecting the poison damage since the Showstopper out at the fake, however. Now he's kind of going to be stuck within that smoke. Tries to push out, but not able to find the kill. To get him down, the pit's going to be invested. Thrash jumping forward. Doesn't get the detain onto anybody. As the Seeker rushes in. Looks to just slow him up. Forsaken jump in the corner, however, catching Lakia with util in hand. Takes him down with the shorty. Draws down that Phantom. Finds another kill. Meteor now gone. Aaron forced to the other side. The tap onto the spike. The swing out. Munchkin gets through! But something will be able to clean him up.
Wow, Munchkin with the flat two, and then something to answer right back as they line up through the tube. It could have been disaster. I didn't mind the idea to bait them out with the fake defuse, but lining up like that against someone like Munchkin and Charon, a risky endeavor.
I need to see that one back here. As Texture trying to find the value here in that Odin spamming through lab. Good covering fire from Devi.
Wingman's on defuse.
One enemy remaining.
I mean,
something with those 2 kills in the back end. Whew. Bailing them out when it looked like it was going to be very painful. Hitbreaks now up to 4.
still have that dimensional drift as well. The Odin for the pressure.
Oh,
Oh.
my God.
How does he win out against both?
Well, speaking of 4s, I believe that's the 4th-year-old attempt for Meteor
Cage trigger.
in this half. On the spot, on a mind freak, flash goes in, he swings around the box, Meteor now maybe looking for an ace. Some of the crowd start chanting it. Forsaken sprinting around, trying to identify the positions here of the Gen G members. Odin in hand, just wants to start slow swinging onto the box, they double face him. Karen will be able to take him down. No ace to be found, but a 4K and a flawless round. I'm sure Meteor is more than happy with that.
Meteor got 4
Gen
kills.
G will start off by
Got 4 out of 5.
Absolutely nasty double kill for Meteor to open that up. I'm not quite sure if that first shot from Paper X was intentional or not. It could have worked in their favor to try to bait out the swing. They had the double. They were already spread out. But Meteor, just too quick. I mean, he's not a stranger to having to swing out and win these impossible rounds, impossible fights. He is so used to fighting these 1vx situations.
Oh, that's a chin.
Yes.
He's frowning and smiling simultaneously.
Oh no, some of the Paper X fans perhaps kind of staring down the end of this match. It's not over just yet, but it is looking tough. And Paper X, here's the thing, is that forget, trying to defend the title of Pacific Kings, Champions of Pacific, but they've been here so many times, so close to try to lead and close out a match, and they just haven't.
Well, it all needs to begin right here.
Now it's 8
Monsters run back ahead
and
of them
4.
if they want to
Let's see
extend
what-
this into that 5th and final map of Breeze. For now, I mean, it's just been such a dominant showing. I mean, 12 rounds played, 5 deaths only for Meteor.
Wow.
Been impeccable for him.
Yeah, such a clean game from Meteor. Has that Cypher, and what a pick against this composition and this team of Paper X. Another good example of how to just turn a crazy cracked duelist aimer into another stable role here.
See what Paper X want to do, ultimately for now. But very fanned out. Cypher util set up here on the A site, but Meteor's still going to be playing over towards B. Seems like they're very much expecting that Paper X are going to end up going towards the site as Lakia. Pixel out of place spotted. Mind Freak sending a warning shot. Now the forces of Paper X start gathering up, getting ready to attack the A site.
Yeah, I mean, the A site, even the spy cam and everything set up for a retake. You see that deep tripwire. They just want to know if backside is taken or not. Munchkin will try to get some shots in.
He does.
Actually, a lot.
Oh, spot spawn yet up on top of the box. Still wants to try to send down that bite. He's greeting for
Oh
red, and the thing
my.
comes in, and he runs out of bullets. Munchkin able to win out. Goes for the reload. That's a pretty decent advantage here for the side of Gen G, considering the damage already out onto something. Texture now swinging around from behind. Mind Freak. Tucked away, backing away from that smoke for the time being. As Meteor finding Forsaken. Swinging out to the side. Munchkin now coming up with another one, finishing the job that he started. Comes up with a kill. Meteor, however, getting distracted. A nice little tug of war coming through as Texture falls.
Now it's
Lockett,
1v1.
last one standing by, rushing forward. And he gets
Shit.
it. The half already finished, but either way, he had all the time in the world. Lockett, the last one standing as Gen G move up to 9.
Dude.
It's such a good setup from Gen G. Abusing the fact that Cypher, obviously global utility, sets it up in A, but not to delay. Even the toxic screen, it's not meant to delay. It's just meant to make sure that the retake is easier. I mean, they get the free gift of the early kill onto Magnet, but they have the trip set up, the spy cam set up to make sure that PaperX can't find a good post-plant position. And Munchkin feels good about that. What a read, what a call from the IGL. And a good first kill. Shoves Mind Freak out into showers, and now PaperX, they can't. They're not going for the force. They want to go for the long
boy.
haul.
Caron around the corner. There's the push in. There's one. There's
Shit.
out with the judge.
Karen just got 3.
The long range support from the Guardian as well.
Just looking to shut them out of this one. Tucks away. The Prowler coming through. Munchkin. He'll get himself a second. Caron gets the third. A flawless anti-eco. It's Gen G now up to double digits. 3 rounds
Karen
away
got 4. Wow.
from becoming the kings of the kickoff.
You play enough games on stage, and even a cracked aimer like Karen's going to be using the judge as well. Getting the full Valorant experience. Playing like a cracked aimer, swinging out on those wide swings, sometimes playing like a Rat King, and he'll do it all.
Munchkin got 1. Dude.
I mean, what do you do as PaperX?
Like,
You don't even have many chances here. Just finally the buy run, and you're already down 6 rounds.
Not many chances,
sorry.
no timeouts as well to work with. All of them having to be burned within those first 10 rounds.
Oh no.
Push out, the turn for the flash, but 2 kills now, 3 gonna be found. Some good answer back here, something, and Divide find one apiece. Divide now finding himself a second, but it's another blink and you miss it. Round between these 2 squads. Texture picks up a 3K with the Guardian, and Gen G continue to strive
too
towards
fast,
the throne.
bro.
It's
What the
just
hell
as
happened
if
just?
that they have switched souls. This is how PaperX used to play. Absolute disrespect, knowing that you can win every duel. Look at just how confident Texture is. This man just does not lose this week.
It's like he's constantly playing with neural theft. He knows
Yeah.
every single angle they're going to peek from.
I mean, this could be the start to just one heck of an insane year for Texture.
Prowler in, but Snakebite to delay. Paint shells, where those ones went. Full flash though onto Munchkin. Drop in, Lockett lurking. Outside Garden, managing to find one, something with the Guardian. However, able to get Texture, but now Meteor arrives. Forsaken, no HP. Caron.
4 seconds of last
Shut
and
down.
he
7
doesn't have health.
remaining. The rookie versus the vet, and the rookie stands tall. The odds were stacked against him. Forsaken
What the
needed that
fuck?
one. Gen G now at series point.
Karen is dumb. Like, Gen Z is dominating,
This
bro.
squad
What the
is
fuck?
building something insane.
PaperX
I mean,
can't do
obviously
anything.
the year has just started, sure, but with the performances they've had throughout so many maps, having to play through so many matches, all going
Meteor,
the full
Karen,
distance.
everyone, each one of them has already
I
done
don't think
one
we can
before.
say that this is just a
Not
kickoff
took
thing. I think
ace,
they are building towards an
they could have
absolute
took ace also.
monstrous year. And if they get the 3 championship points right off the bat, going to Masters of Madrid at a higher seed.
Meteor got 1, but Meteor,
One step forward,
What
one step
can do,
back.
man?
Things equalized.
it's 4v4.
Forsaken gone. It's a lot of firepower taken away from the team.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Thrash will lead the charge. Texture hanging back, trying to avoid detection. Orbital strike sent in from Caron, just delaying. Magnet up in front of it. Being decayed down lower and lower. Lamps the target here as Texture tries to make his way out the safety. He barely does. Flash from Lakia. The drag across. Finds one. Munchkin swinging the corner. Finds another. Mind freaking Magnet. Fight back Now it's just down to Monyet and something.
Textures. Health is.
TP is going to be used.
No.
Karen, the classic in hand. Surely not like
Shit.
this. He finds
Okay,
one.
Texture versus Minute. Almost
in the
same
world?
HP
3
they are.
HP separating the two remaining players. A paint shell in the hands of Monyet. The boombot here for Texture.
Planted.
The plant comes down. Texture playing it patiently. But we can see Monyet tucking and swinging around through the elbow. And so far, Texture not getting a sense of this at all. But now he will turn his sights over. He spots him.
What
He's
the
got
fuck?
it done.
Texture got that again.
13 to 4. The
They
players
won.
already
Fuck.
on their feet. Texture will get the defuse.
Shit, man.
Celebrations. Gen G. They have controlled Chaos Incarnate. They have put a leash on Anarchy.
Shit.
And they are the kings of
What
the
just
Pacific
happened?
Kickoff.
Every single player on this team
Paper
looking for
export
redemption, and
muted.
they helped lead Caron,
Only
the
4
rookie,
wins.
to a royal road
4
in
round
the
only.
VCT Pacific. This is a tournament run to go down in the history of
So-
VCT.
Gen Z is the VCT.
An unbelievable
Kickoff
start
winner.
to the season from Gen G. From a team that struggled so much in the opening debut season of VCT Pacific. The 4-0 start into the cataclysmic fall to obscurity. They came into this season with many a question
Paper
mark
exploding
surrounding
each and every
the
time.
roster, the decision making, the decision to pick up a player
Okay, so that's
who
of
had
the
never even
stream.
had the opportunity
That's
to
fine.